Allow your spine to be upright, straight, not bent, not rigid. Let your hands rest gently in your lap or by your sides or on your knees, whatever's best, as you close or soften your eyes. Let's take 3 deep breaths, settling into this moment, arriving here now. Breathe. One, awakening the witness. Let's establish a foundation of awareness based in reality. Notice that you are here now. There is a sense of presence and awareness of being. This is undeniable. And it's easy to see if we just focus. Before any thought arises, before any sensation appears, there is self-awareness. The imago Dei. Rest in this simple knowing right now. I am. I'm not this, or I am not that. Simply the bare witness of existence. This awareness, this witness consciousness, is what we will work with today. It is the light by which all experiences are known. Two, I'm not this body. Now bring your attention to your body. Notice the sensations, perhaps the warmth or coolness, pressure where your body touches the chair, bed or cushion, tingling in your hands, the rhythm of your breath. These sensations arise in your awareness. You can feel them. You can observe them. Notice. Now, recognize this truth. I have a body, but I'm not my body. I am not this body, not this body. I am. Body is something we observe. It is seen, felt, experienced. But you are the one who sees, who feels, who experiences. The seer cannot be seen. I am not this body. I am not this body. My body may be tired or energized, sick or healthy, young or old, but these changes do not touch the unchanging awareness that witnesses them. When I was a child, this body was small. When I am old, this body will change again. Yet throughout all these transformations, something remains constant. The awareness that knows. I am. Neti, not this, not this, not this body. It is an instrument, a vehicle. I am not this body. Notice. Simply notice. You can sense the difference between the body you observe and the awareness that is observing. There is space between them. There's a gap. Rest in that space, that gap. Three, I'm not these sensations. Bring your attention now to physical sensations. Any tension, comfort, itching, any warmth, coolness, or pain. Notice how these sensations arise and fall away. They come and they go like waves on the ocean. I have sensations, but I am not my sensations. Notice. I am not these sensations. I am not these sensations. These sensations. I am not these sensations. I am not these sensations. I am not these sensations. These sensations. These sensations. If I can observe this sensation, then I am not the sensation itself. The observer is separate from the observed. Whether there is pleasure or pain, comfort or discomfort, sensations, these are experiences that appear in awareness, but they are not the awareness itself. I am not these sensations. I have sensations, but I am not my sensations. Not this, not this. Four, I am not these emotions. Turn your attention inward to your emotional state. Perhaps there is calmness, or perhaps some restlessness, maybe contentment or anxiety, maybe joy or sadness. Whatever is present, simply notice it. I have emotions, but I am not my emotions. I am not these emotions. Not this. Not these emotions. Emotions are energy, moving through the body, heart, mind. They are like weather patterns, sometimes stormy, sometimes calm, but always impermanent, always changing. You're not the weather. You're the sky in which the weather appears. If there is fear, you can observe it. If there is joy, you can feel it. But the observer is not the observed. The feeler is not the feeling. I have emotions, but I am not my emotions. Emotions come and go, floating through awareness like clouds across the sky. But they do not affect the inward eye, the eternal witness. Emotions, I am not this, not this. Neti, I am not this, not. Let's breathe. Let emotions be present without identifying with them. They are guests passing through, not the host. Five, I am not these thoughts. Let's become aware of thinking itself. Notice the voice in your head, commenting, planning, remembering, and judging. Notice how thoughts arise spontaneously without your conscious effort. I have thoughts, but I am not my thoughts. I have thoughts, but I am not my thoughts. I am not these thoughts. Thoughts are objects that appear in the field of awareness, not this. If you can watch a thought, then you cannot be that thought. The thinker is separate from the thought. Noticing is a gift. Right now, let's notice. I am not these thoughts. This very recognition creates a gap, a space of freedom. In that space, you discover what the great sage Rama Maharshi pointed to. The thought I is not the true I. All thoughts, even the thought I am thinking, arise for someone. To whom do these thoughts arise? To me. But who is this me? Not this. Not this. I am not the stream of thinking. Not this. I am the awareness. I have thoughts. I am the awareness in which thoughts appear and disappear. When you were in deep sleep last night, there were no thoughts, yet you still existed. Upon waking, you knew, I slept well, I slept poorly. The awareness of even the absence of thoughts reveals that you are not thoughts themselves. I have thoughts, but I'm not my thoughts. Breathe. I have thoughts, but I am not my thoughts. I am not these thoughts. Not this. Not this. Neti. I have thoughts. I have thoughts. Six, I am not this mind. Going deeper now. Relax. Breathe. Let's be still. Seeking the presence of God. Going deeper now, recognize that the entire mind, this whole collection of thoughts, memories, beliefs, opinions, and mental patterns is something we observe. I have a mind, but I'm not my mind. I am not this mind. The mind is a wonderful instrument. It solves problems, creates plans, and remembers. But the instrument is not the user of the instrument. Breathe. 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 Your mind may be clear or confused, focused or scattered, but that has nothing to do with your inward eye, the witness, the I am. The mind comes and goes. It is active during awaking. It dreams during sleep. It disappears entirely in deep sleep. Yet, you remain. You will always remain. Breathe, breathe. I is the root of all thoughts. You will always remain. Always. Where does this I thought arise, this root? Find out where this I thought arises, and the mind will dissolve. I am not this. Always not this. I am not this mind. I have a mind, but I am not my mind. I am not my mind. Consider the masks you wear. Perhaps you think of yourself as introverted or extroverted, confident or shy, creative or logical, kind or impatient, full of fear or full of love. I have a personality, but I am not my personality. I am not this personality. I am not this personality. Personality is a construct, a pattern that was formed over time through conditioning, full of love, experience, and habit. It is useful for me for navigating the world, but it is not our essential nature or full of love. Your personality has changed throughout your life. You are not the same person that you were at the age of 5, 15, or 25. Yet, something remains unchanging. The awareness that witnesses all these changes. I am being. I am being. I am love. I am being love. I am love. Being. I am not this personality. Not this. Not this personality. This constructed self, this character I play in the world, is not who I truly am. I am. I am being. I am being. Eight, I am not my roles. Now, consider the roles you play. Perhaps a parent, a child, a partner, a friend, a professional, a teacher. These are important functions, all of them, but they are not your deeper identity. I have roles, but I am not my roles. I am not these roles. The ego that creates these identities. Roles are masks we wear, parts we play on the stage of life. But the actor is not the character. The consciousness that animates all these roles is way beyond any single role. I have roles, but I am not my roles. I am not defined by what I do or the relationships that I have or don't have I am the awareness and the presence that experiences all of this. I am not my roles. 9. I am not my story. Let's consider your personal history, your memories, the story of who you've been and what you've done. All of these memories exist in the mind, in the past, but yet you exist here, now. I have a history, but I am not my history. I have a story, but I am not my story. It's kind because it's over. I'm not my history. I am not my story. The past is gone. Past is kind. It's kind because it's over. It exists only as a memory, as a thought. The future has yet to come. It exists only as imagination. Again as thought. Your story, everything you remember about your life, is a collection of thoughts appearing in a present awareness. It's kind because it's over. All my stories change as memory shifts, yet the awareness remains constant. I have a history, but I am not my history. I have a story. I am not my story. I am not my story. I'm not my past. I'm not my future. I am the eternal now, the unchanging presence, the imago Dei, the image of God. Ten, the great inquiry. Who am I? If I'm not the body, if I'm not the mind, if I'm not the sensations, if I'm not the emotions, if I am not my thoughts, if I'm not the mind, if I'm not the personality, if I'm not my roles, if I'm not my story either, then who am I? The imago Dei. Breathe. Don't try to answer this with the mind. Let's be. Let's breathe. Breathe. Let's go deeper. Relax. Be. Be still. Don't create a concept or form an idea. Let your thoughts go. Let them run wild and loose. Don't cling to them. Instead, rest in the question itself. Focus on your breath. Who am I? Turn your attention inward. Where does the sense of I come from? Can you fathom its source? Look for the I thought, the root of all other thoughts. Where does it arise? When you search for it, what do you find? What do you feel? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? 11. I am. The self reveals itself. As you rest deeply in this inquiry, notice what remains when everything false has been stripped away. There is awareness, there is presence, there is being. There's existence itself. This is not something you can grasp with the mind. It is what you are, prior to all concepts. I am pure consciousness. Pure consciousness. I am pure consciousness. I am the eternal witness. I am the self, unchanging, unborn, undying. The self is not separate from the divine, from the Creator. From all existence, from the universe. Infinite consciousness. The eternal God consciousness that pervades all things is your own true nature as well. Who am I? You are not a limited, separate individual struggling through life. Who am I? You are the infinite awareness in which all experiences arise and dissolve, including the experience of being a body, heart, mind. I am not my body. I am not the matter of my mind. The awareness. This mind appears in you, the awareness. I am not my body. I am not the matter of my mind. The awareness. I am not my body. I am not the matter of my mind. I am not my body, heart. I am not my mind. I am pure consciousness. I am not my body. I am the eternal witness. I am not the matter of my mind. You are the ocean and not the wave. You are the screen, not the movie. You are the space, not the objects in space. Space. I am not my body. Space. I am not the matter of my mind. Space. Let's rest here. Let's breathe and be. Rest here in your true nature, boundless, free, complete, and at peace. Peace from God that passes all understanding. Twelve. The return. As we prepare to close this meditation, just recognize that all this awareness you have touched is always present. You cannot lose it because you cannot be separate from what you are. Throughout your day, you may again identify with the body, heart, mind, with thoughts, with emotions, with your story. This is natural. It's the habit of being ourselves. The habit of identification is strong. It's meant to be for a time. Yet now you have tasted something deeper. You have witnessed the witness. Carry this recognition with you. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am the eternal self, the pure consciousness in which all experiences arise. When you feel lost in thoughts, just ask, to whom does this thought arise? When you feel overwhelmed by emotions, ask, who is aware of this emotion? When you identify with your story, always remember, I am not the story. I am the awareness in which the story appears. This practice of self-inquiry is not a one-time event. It's a living investigation, a continual returning to the source. One of the greatest services you can ever render in this universe is the work of your own self-realization. Take a deep breath in, exhale slowly. Bring gentle movement back to your body. When you're ready, remain or open your eyes, returning to this room, this space, this moment, but always carry with you the recognition of what you truly are. Not the body, not the heart, not the mind, but the eternal self, pure awareness, pure presence, pure being.